Hi Capricorn, Stella here, and I'm here to do your October reading. This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and is for the month ahead. Whenever you catch this, if it's towards the end of the month, if it's at the beginning, it's fine. It's meant for specifically you who's watching this right now. If you are watching this reading, there is a message specifically for you. I set my intention very clearly for these readings, and the intent is always to provide you with the insight, clarity, and guidance that you need in order to receive the messages that you most need to make the choices most aligned with your highest good. I said that in a very strange way. That was a mouthful, but basically, if these readings spark a, memory or a storyline or spark something in you, wow, you've got a lot of good cards coming out, that it is geared to steer you towards the choices that are for your highest good. I am running a special this month. I am doing a beta run of my healing sessions. So I do energetic healing. We work with the nervous system to help regulate and to clear limiting beliefs, energetic patterns, and behaviors from your system. So we work with generational karmic patterns. We work with toxic relationships, negative beliefs that you have. These are all things that were likely put into your system at some point. Could even be like, sometimes we have soul ties or promises we've made to people that are no longer relevant. All of that I can help you clear out. So if you are interested in that and would like to participate, I will link my email down below. Send me an email. It is free. I would just ask that you provide a detailed review of your experience, so that I can continue to improve the offering. It runs about 30 to 60 minutes, and it's completely tailored to you and the messages, or whatever you have going on in your system. If you have an area that you would like to focus on, obviously we can do that. If you're not sure, we can also find those blockages in your system. So if you have something that's hanging you up, a pattern, a trauma, a memory that you'd like to clear, or generational sort of karmic things, send me an email and I would love to offer you a free session. Okay, so I'm going to jump in right off the bat. We have 4 amazing cards pop out. When I was tuning into your energy, Capricorn, I got 2 messages. So the first one is kind of strange, but if you've ever been to like a state fair or like a carnival, that game where it's like whack-a-mole, where the moles pop up and you hit it with the mallet or whatever. I got that image, but it's like you keep, like if you're the mole or whatever, you keep popping down and it's like somebody keeps trying to hit you, but you're outsmarting them. You're outmaneuvering them. They can't get you because you're too quick. So we'll see where that goes. And then I got the phrase, a Cancerian beauty. So I don't know what that means. Maybe you have Cancer somewhere in your chart, or you know a Cancer. But that's the phrase that I got. So right off the bat, we got the 8 of Coins, we got the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Coins, and the 6 of Wands. 4 extremely beautiful cards. First of all, I see you working hard. I see you hustling. I see you doing a lot of work and making a lot of progress, like stacking up lots of results. So let's say you're an artist. This is you, working really hard at your craft and producing a lot of pieces to take to market. This is hustling. You can see he is an artisan and he's stacking up these coins, right? Coins obviously represent money, material wealth. This could also be like a traditional job. Maybe you've just been putting in a ton of hours and you've been really racking up, you've really been putting in a lot of effort recently, and the expectation from this is that it's going to pay off very soon. You're very smitten with yourself. This is a card of being very smug, very happy. Cups represent emotions, and the 9 of Cups is like, it's not the 10, it's not perfect, but it's extreme happiness, extreme self-esteem, self-confidence. You're really happy with yourself, and everything you've accomplished in the recent weeks. I also get sharing with others. So maybe you're getting together with others, or like preparing a party or preparing a get together. I don't always see this with this card, but I'm seeing these as like, you've almost like prepped all these cups, and you're so happy, you're wanting to share your joy with other people, and you're like, here's all these cups, and you're waiting for people to come and sort of take a cup and partake in this joy with you. Then we have the 9 of Coins, which is so beautiful. 9 of Coins is about opulence. It's about having a very feathered nest, very luxurious, having, enough money to buy beautiful things for yourself, to enjoy the little things, to take time to pamper yourself, buy beautiful things, wear beautiful things, eat very well. It's really a card of opulence and luxury, and it's very beautiful. Being able to sort of like cater to your desires, cater to your whims. And then we have the 6 of Wands. Like, it can't really get any better. 6 of Wands is about being celebrated for a job well done. So being celebrated for putting in the work. This is somebody who has gone to battle. He's a soldier. He's returning home, and the town is throwing a parade for him. They're celebrating him for his hard work and his job well done. So you've really earned some accolades and some recognition lately, Capricorn. So I don't know if you've obviously you've put in a lot of work the last couple months or the last couple weeks, but these cards up above are amazing. Really being celebrated for all the work that you've done, and feeling good about yourself, and being able to reward yourself for all the work that you've done. What does Capricorn need to know moving forward? This month we have a lunar eclipse, we have a solar eclipse, and we have a full moon right before Halloween. So a lot of eclipse energy. I literally pulled this card before. A lot of eclipse energy. Oh my gosh, you guys, the cards are so crazy. I started your video before I had to redo it. So I started it before, and the King of Rods and the Emperor both showed up, and you saw me shuffling. And then these two, the 9 of Coins and the 6 of Rods, literally the wind just blew the card decks and flipped them over. So I decided to keep them. But it's amazing how you can shuffle, and the messages, whatever message is meant to be said, will find a way to come out. It's really amazing, and I love being a channel for the divine in that way. I'm continually amazed and amused at how the cards get their messages through. So October is going to be an amazing month for you guys. You have, like I said, put in a lot of work, and you're finally seeing the rewards from all that hard work that you've done. On your mind, we have the Emperor. So I feel like you are surveying your landscape, your kingdom, if you will. And you're looking at all of the accomplishments you've made. You're sort of surveying and looking at, okay, what are my resources? How much food do I have stocked up? How much material resources? Where do I need to allocate my energy? Do I need to spend? Do I need to stock up my army, stock up my pantry? It's that sort of like very logically looking at your kingdom or your, domain, and deciding how you're going to allocate your resources, because we know that you have the resources right now. It's like you've come into, it doesn't have to be a sudden windfall. I mean, you definitely worked for it, but you've come into some material wealth, some money, and with it comes happiness and accolades and recognition from other people. The Emperor is extremely wealthy, but he's also logical. He's logical and he's ethical. He uses reason to make sound decisions. He's not emotional, but he's not even just a king. Like he's the emperor. He is the ruler of the entire realm. So there's kingdoms beneath him. So maybe you are a business owner and you're coming into a lot of good fortune and a lot of wealth, but it's really beautiful. So that's what's on your mind. You know, you're thinking about, okay, how am I going to allocate these resources? How am I going to use the material possessions that I have and the people that I have and all the resources at my disposal? How am I going to utilize them moving forward for the best results? And you are looking back. So you're looking at it's a time of reflecting on what you have, what's come about, and how you're going to use it moving forward. In your recent past, we have the Page of Swords. Pages are messengers. It could be an air sign, like a younger person, a younger Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your life. They're showing up in the reverse in your recent past. And swords are communication. So it could be that somebody lied to you. Somebody sort of twisted the truth. Somebody was untruthful to you. Son of Wands. Can I have one clarity on this? Page of Swords. Justice. That's what I thought. Okay. So this either could be, like I said, an air sign, a younger air sign in your life who lied or who showed up in a not so upright way. This is about communications or telling the truth. So it's somebody who maybe like twisted the truth. And then the Son of Wands is the same. It's a messenger or a page. Wands represent motivation. They're the fire element. So I almost feel like this person was trying to like rile you up or get you to act a certain way or they're kind of trying to like get in your ear to get you to make a decision. And I have this sense of urgency. So they're trying to get you to, they use their words and their communication to sort of manipulate or twist the truth in a way to try to get an outcome that they wanted. We do have the Justice here upright. So it turned out well. It turned out in your favor. I think you trusted your own intuition. You trusted your own direction, and you didn't allow this person to sway you. And because of that, the outcome was fair and just. Can I have one more for this Page of Wands? What is this? The Star in reverse. So if it's not an air sign in your life, then it was the temptation to twist the truth in order to motivate somebody else. I don't think that's what it was, but if you want to do like a deep dive and look at yourself and go, where could I have twisted the truth in the past? Where could I have not been? It's almost not even like twisting the truth. It's almost like lying by omission, like not providing all the information needed in order to try to get some outcome or motivate somebody to act a certain way. We have the snake here with the forked tongue also. So yeah, like omission or just somebody, whether yourself or somebody else, who had intentions to twist the truth and use communication for their own benefit. And then the Star in reverse, it could have even been somebody in your ear trying to tell you, like, trying to basically discourage you from whatever it is that you're doing, from this wealth that you've come into, or maybe trying to tell you that you don't deserve it, or that your goals are too big, you know, your dreams are too much. The Tower card. Yeah, they're basically trying to like scare you and tell you that all of this, you could lose all of this. It's kind of like worst case scenario, like somebody trying to get into your ear and tell you that everything you've worked for, everything you've done, they're trying to take this really positive moment that you have and almost make you afraid. Instead of celebrating it, they're trying to make you afraid that you're going to lose it. Because if you're afraid that you're going to lose it, you then lose some confidence, and then they can step in and sort of take control or steer things in their direction. So I'm getting somebody that's being very manipulative. It is in your past, and we do have the Justice card upright. So it did turn out in your favor, but I think you're well aware of this person, and I think they've showed you their character. And there's no, yeah, with the High Priestess in the upright. So you knew, you know, this person, your intuition told you what they were doing. And because you listened to your intuition, you didn't allow yourself to be swayed, you came out victorious. And, you know, there was never anything wrong, but they were trying to stir the pot to kind of get you to be afraid, or get you to be fearful, or get you to, you know, I don't know, lose your grip a little bit on all this wealth and all of this abundance that's coming into your life. And again, you know, when you shine, there will be people that will be attracted to that so that they can try to take a piece. Not everybody is going to be upright and happy for you, unfortunately. However, you did listen to your intuition, and which can be difficult, you know, when the logical mind is, the Emperor is not like a worrisome energy. He's very confident. He doesn't worry, but the logical mind can sometimes overpower the very quiet voice of intuition. And I see you not allowing that to happen, which is super beautiful. I'm going to take these cards back because I want to be able to pull them again if they do come up. But just know that this is, because also we had four major arcanas. So we had the Tower, we had the Star, and we had the High Priestess come out with this Page of Swords. So, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. And then look at this, the High Priestess, Temperance, and the Emperor. So, and Justice. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wait, I have to put these back. That's crazy. I can't even believe that. I already shuffled them in. I can't put them back. But literally for this Page of Swords situation, this person that's trying to twist the truth in your recent past, we had Justice, which is a major arcana. We had the Tower, we had the High Priestess, and we had, what was the other one? Oh my gosh, the Star in reverse. So it was a super karmic lesson. Like, you're coming off the heels of a major karmic test, if you will, which does happen when we come into great wealth and great abundance. We will have tests that universe will kind of throw at us to, it is to help us ultimately, because once we come through the other side, now you know what this person looks like. Now you know this person's true intentions. It could be an air sign, like I said, or a younger person, possibly a blonde, blue-eyed person in your life. And, you know, or it could even be a child, and maybe that's your karmic lesson. You know, it's like somebody that you love, but they came at you sideways. But regardless of who this person is, or an employee, I'm getting for some of you, I don't know, but the lesson was very karmic, and you were meant to be tested in this way and have this person show their true colors, because you took the high road and you listened to your intuition instead of letting them make you become fearful and make you doubt your abundance, or even just, you know, falling into the gossip and taking their word for it, because they never had good intentions. So you allowed your intuition to stay strong. You stayed centered in your self and in your knowing, and because of that, you were able to see through this game that they were trying to play. And it was hugely karmic, because with the Tower, if you had listened to them, it could have turned out really bad. In fact, the irony here is that if you would have listened to them, everything that they were saying, which was like, be careful, you might lose everything that you have, or, you know, more money, more problems, or, you know, I know you really want this for yourself, but don't you think you're dreaming too big? You know, do you think it's really possible? Do you think you really have the skills to do this? Do you think you're really capable? Those are the kinds of things they were saying to you. And the irony is that had you listened, you would have had that outcome. They would have made it basically come true had you played into it. And so because you didn't, and that's exactly what they wanted, whether it was conscious or unconscious, they wanted that so that you could become unstable and they could step in. A huge karmic lesson. But because you didn't listen to that, because a lot of times, Capricorn, you guys are such hard workers, and you're so stable, and you're so results driven. You know, it's like you don't really care if this person did that, or if their intention, I mean, you care if their intentions are bad, but it's like if somebody's gossiping, or somebody, even if they twist the truth, that isn't necessarily what bothers you so much, like the principle behind it, but it's the results. So like if they lie and the result of it is it causes a problem that you now have to come and sweep up and clean up, that's going to be a problem for you. And so sometimes you guys are so results driven and so goal driven that you don't see this sort of scheming or plotting going on in the background, because frankly you don't care to give your attention to it, which can be a great quality. But you also have to sometimes be careful, because especially when you're in a position of great wealth, people can, you know, that plotting and that whatever can go on. And so maybe the karmic lesson is realizing that, you know, yeah, the results matter, and sure, they didn't get away with it, so it doesn't really matter. But what does matter is that now they've revealed their character to you. So if it is someone you love, now you have to look at that and go, okay, how are we going to fix this? How am I going to help you to see that this isn't right? If it's not a family member or a loved one, then, you know, basically it's just cutting ties, realizing that their intentions weren't good and you don't need them around anymore. So the good news is that it's in your recent past. And then moving forward, we have temperance. So temperance is patience. It's knowing the divine timing of everything and being willing to wait. The Fool. You guys, the major arcanas just literally keep flying out. I can't even make this up. October's going to be huge for you, Capricorn. You guys have been working so hard, and you deserve every bit of success and wealth and abundance that's coming your way. And let me tell you, it's a lot of it. So temperance. So we have the Fool. So you're at the beginning of a new journey. Daughter of Pentacles. That's going to bring you wealth. You're listening to your intuition, and you're listening to your High Priestess in reverse and the Seven of Cups. Okay, that's enough. So with this temperance, High Priestess in reverse as your challenge, that's very interesting. Okay, I'm going to keep that there. We'll come back to that. But temperance, like I said, is divine timing. It's finding the balance between all of the elements. So the air, the water, you see she's pouring the cups back and forth very patiently. She has 1 foot on the land and 1 foot in the water. She is balanced between her emotions and her actions forward. It's an angel, first of all, also. So that shows trust in the divine, trust in divine timing, willingness to wait, because you know when things are right is when they will come about. This is you currently upright. You're showing the utmost patience, the utmost temperance, the utmost faith in the divine. When I asked for clarity, I got the Fool. So what are we being patient about? What are we waiting for? The beginning of a new journey, the beginning of a new chapter. Which is interesting, because you're in such a wonderful, you're getting so much abundance, you're getting so much recognition and money and happiness. So I'm wondering why you're starting a new journey, but you are. And maybe you're making a change in your career. I don't know, because you have the money, you have the recognition, you have the happiness, but for some reason, I think there's something inside of you where you want and need to express yourself in a different way. And like a Capricorn, like any Capricorn, you're going to do it in the physical realm when it comes to your money, your finances, your material abundance. So I see you taking a new direction. Pentacles are obviously money. The daughter would be the page. And then it's a fawn, right? So fawns are extremely observant. They can hear extremely well, but they're gentle. They're hidden. They're demure, right? They don't necessarily put themselves out there. They're very quiet. They're very beautiful. They're magical even, but they're very understated is what I'm trying to say. So in a very understated way, you're ready to start a new chapter, and you know that the divine timing has to be right. The reason that you're doing it is because there's something more in you, a more gentle, a more demure, a more hidden aspect of yourself that you need to bring forward, that God is calling you to bring forward, to shine into the world so that you can share it, so you can share your light with the world. It does have to do with your career, with your career choice moving forward. And then we also got the 7 of Cups, which is about wishes and desires, hopes and fears. So what do you want moving forward? Of course you have fears, of course you have doubts, right? But you also have great dreams that bring great wealth, great abundance. Some are wonderful, some are terrible, right? That's what all these cups represent. And I'm also getting like, we have a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse this month, like I mentioned earlier. And doesn't that look like it? And the solar eclipse, it's actually like a ring of fire, but this image is just striking me for October. So I think the eclipses are going to make it very clear by the time we get to the end of the month. It's also an 8, which is infinity. So this never-ending karmic cycle. So you're at the ending of one karmic cycle that is bringing in all of this wealth, all this abundance. You're sitting in divine abundance. You're sitting at the height of your throne, and you're yet willing to start over, because this calling inside of you is so strong that you have to express it. So by the end of the month, by the end of October, you're going to be really clear on what it is you want to do moving forward, and you're going to have had time to think about it and decide how it is that you're going to move forward. And maybe this person, this Page of Swords in your past, because it is so karmic, maybe that's what they've been talking to you about. You told them about your new idea and they were like, oh, no, that's too much. That's too big of a dream. It's too risky. Why are you going to try to give up all of this when you're sitting at the height of your opulence? 9 of Coins. I mean, it doesn't really get any more opulent or better than where you are right now, Capricorn. You are sitting at the peak of your blooming. You're just, you have the money, you have the happiness, you have the accolades. It's all there. So why are you willing to risk it? Because you hear that calling from within, this high priestess. You hear God, you hear your intuition talking to you, telling you there's more, Capricorn. There's more that you need to explore. There's more that you need to bring out into the world. You have more to share. And it would be a crime to hear that calling and just decide to stay put because things are really good right now, because you have so much opulence, because you have so much money, because you have so much abundance. Look at that. The Hangman literally just flew out. So I think this person may have been trying to like talk you out of it, and divine justice came around and said, nope, we're not going to allow that influence anymore. And the other thing about this card is it is justice, right? So it's like the harsh truth. Truth or goodness doesn't just mean rainbows and butterflies. It's not just the good and happy aspects of life. Sometimes justice is hard to hear. Sometimes justice is harsh, right? The good and the bad. It takes the good and the bad. It takes the bad to appreciate the good. And it takes the good to know when something is bad. So it does take a balance of it. And so I think you're so karmically like advanced at this point in your, during this month, for whatever reason. It's a huge, like, I don't think I've ever had a reading this amazing, Capricorn, honestly, for for you guys to have so many major arcanas be sitting so pretty on your throne with the money, and you've been doing the work and you're listening to your intuition, and yet God's calling you towards more. I mean, it's so beautiful. And you're willing to go through the unknown, to go through this process of death and transformation with that tower, because you know that, you know, when God calls, you're patient. You know that you have to answer. There's nothing else you can do, right? You're committed to the highest good, so you've got to take that leap, even if it's risky, even if it means that you are going to be uncomfortable, or you might not have such a feathered nest for the time being. You know, the other thing is that all of the work that you've put in the past has allowed you to be in a place where you do have the resources and the time and the social network and the like emotional fortitude. You have happiness to spare, right? So you have the resources to be able to take a chance, you know? Your challenge is what's challenging you at the moment, and also what universe is asking you to do is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is your intuition. We also got, when I asked for guidance on, and we got the Fool and the Daughter of Pentacles on this new venture that you're starting, we got the High Priestess in reverse. For Temperance. Let me pull one more. The World in reverse. Oh my gosh, you guys, the major arcanas literally just keep coming out. So I think part of you is doubting. It's like you're committed to listening to your intuition, but part of you doubts this new journey that you're going on. Part of you isn't sure because, like I said, you're still determining what it is that you want. You hear the calling, but you're still deciding which cup am I going to go for. And then we also had the Hanged Man come out, which is about suffering, you know, going through something very uncomfortable, but being unbothered because you know that it's all for a higher purpose, even if you can't see it right now at the moment. And that the Fool card is very similar to that, in that it's about being willing and having the faith to move forward, even though you don't know what the future is going to bring. Okay, can I have one clarity on the World and the High Priestess? The Eight of Coins in reverse. Okay, so you're just worried that all the work that you've put in might be for naught, or you might not be able to like reap the benefits if you take this new journey moving forward. And that's kind of echoed with your Future card, which is the King of Rods. We have you looking, to me, he's looking this way. So he's looking back towards the past. Again, and the Emperor is also looking back towards the past. Okay, I think I understand what this is about. You're surveying, you know, the motivation and the fortitude and the fire and everything that it took for you to get where you are, all the work that you put in. You're surveying all of that. You're looking at all of that, not only logically with your mind, but moving into the future, you're really like reviewing all the work that you've done to get where you are. And you're realizing like, yes, I'm on top of my throne. I'm on top of the, hierarchy right now, and I've earned it all. So what might it look like if I take my energies and I direct them towards the future, towards something new and unknown? What might happen to my kingdom then? How do I set it up so that my kingdom will thrive, will thrive and allow me to direct my attention elsewhere? And that's where these doubts are coming in. This is a huge karmic lesson. You have the High Priestess in reverse, so you're doubting the intuition, the little voice that's telling you, nope, spread your wings, even though you don't know where it's going to take you. And it's comes back to this person, this Page of Swords, or maybe, somebody who told you your dream is too big, or what's going to happen to all the money that you have. It's too risky. Even though it's the Star card, it's what you want for yourself. What if your whole kingdom comes crashing down? What if you have this Tower moment because you're trying to move forward? Maybe that's what's karmic. It's like that's what they're telling you. That's what they're whispering in your ear. And so although you've listened to your intuition in the past and it's seen you through to this wonderful, outcome that you're having, it is challenging at this moment because they've sort of planted a bug in your ear. They've planted a seed of doubt, and it's causing you to doubt a little bit your intuition. Is what I'm seeing for my future right? Is it right for me to take that leap of faith and to, look at this, the crystal ball, right? To move off of faith, the feline representing the divine feminine, and the crystal ball representing faith, or moving forward in faith, moving forward based on what you see in this crystal ball, based on your intuition. But you don't have any concrete proof, right? That's hard for you, Capricorn. And then we have the World. So again, you're wondering, the World is like all opportunity, everything that you want, your whole world. The cosmic clock, the cosmic cycle, the great cosmic cycles of death and rebirth and growth and everything you've accomplished. You're wondering if you move forward towards this new journey that God is beckoning you towards, universe is beckoning you towards. You're wondering if all your hard work is going to pay off. If you're going to be able to find your place moving forward. And if you'll be able to keep and retain all of this structure, all of this coin, all of this money. We have the 8 of Coins twice, once in reverse. So you're here you are, all these coins you've stacked up, but moving forward, this little voice inside of you that's calling you forward towards this new adventure. Part of you has faith that it will turn out, because you do have that much faith. And you know that whatever you put your mind to, you'll accomplish. But the other part of you is worried that you won't be able to maintain this glorious kingdom that you've created if you direct your attentions towards, if you take your eye off of the kingdom and look forward towards a new adventure. If you go off towards new lands to conquer something new, will your kingdom be all right? On your subconscious, we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is the harsh truth. Queen of Swords is the Queen of Thorns, right? The Queen of Roses. She says it like it is. She is in the reverse. In the upright, she's very honest and she's very forthcoming, but she can be very harsh with her words. In the reverse, she's very manipulative. I see your subconscious planting seeds of doubt, just like this Page of Swords with the 2 swords cards in reverse. So whoever this Page of Swords, whoever this person is that came with a message for you, has really planted a really strong seed of doubt. And you've got so much amazing energy going on, such an amazing future. And yet we've got all these major arcana cards in reverse, the World, the High Priestess. We know it's going to turn out fair and just, but what has caused you to doubt, you know? Can I pull a challenge and a guidance, please, for Capricorn? Because I don't want to leave you with this seed of doubt. You have so much opulence and so much abundance. Okay. We got the 8 of Rods in reverse, and then we got the Father of Cups in reverse. The 8 of Rods is the challenge. Traditionally, it's about being defensive, defending your ideas, feeling like you have to defend your beliefs. I'm going to pull one more. Challenge and guidance, please. Oop. Challenge, 6 of Cups in reverse. Do you have a memory of your past, or somebody in your past, or a memory in your past that's causing you to feel doubtful? I think you need to focus on not being so defensive of your beliefs. Your beliefs are what they are, regardless of the seed that this person planted in your head. Obviously, your beliefs, your values have been working for you because you're the emperor. You are this wonderful ruler of all of this opulence and all of this happiness and all of these accolades. So don't let what somebody else plants in your ear, don't let one person who plants a seed of doubt to overtake your energy and to cause you to not move forward into this new endeavor. And then your guidance was the Father of Cups in reverse. Father of Cups would be the King of Cups, so like your emotions. So I'm just getting like, keep your emotions close to your chest at this time. Try not to rule with your emotions. Try to rule with your logic, this Emperor, and allow this High Priestess energy to come through. And don't make decisions based on your emotions at this time. Overall guidance, please. Okay. 4 of Swords. Yeah, okay. This is super clear. All right, so I'm going to try to explain this really quick. We have the 7 of Wands, which is about wands are beliefs, right? So you see how it's like, if all these wands are your beliefs or your motivations or your values, we have this one enduring value that is the center, that is the fire that keeps you burning, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. For your overall guidance, we have the 4 of Swords, which is about, okay, just look at this image. Remember, swords are communication, words, thoughts of others. So these are all the opinions, all the thoughts that people have planted in your head. These are all the negative things that people might be saying about you and about this new journey that you're trying to take. These are all the haters in your life, right? And here you are, they're all just sitting there waiting to just pierce you, right? And here you are, this beautiful cocoon. What do butterflies do? We see it's a monarch, right? What do butterflies do? They start out as a caterpillar, they make a chrysalis, they literally, all of their cells dissolve. They literally go from a full-on being, and then they're genetically coded to completely dissolve into nothing, into the void, right? And re-emerge as a completely new animal. It's in their DNA. It's coded in their DNA to level up. You are a light worker. You are a star seed, indigo child, whatever you want to call it. You are special. You are here because your DNA, you are encoded with this light, and you are meant to bring this light into the world. In order to do that, it takes many iterations. It takes many cycles of transformation and rebirth, death and rebirth, dissolution and rebirth. These people are threatening for when you open your wings, they're threatening to pierce you with their words and their thoughts. But they can only pierce you if you allow it. You're going to open your wings anyways. Are you going to allow their words or their thoughts to dissuade you? The other message in this card is finding rest within the battle. So even though you're active at this moment, how can you find little ways to rest? How can you find little moments of relief and respite in your day-to-day while you're at battle, right? How can you take a deep breath? Can you meditate? Can you ground your energies? What can you do to find peace among the chaos in little doses, right? And then the Two of Swords, traditionally it's a woman and she's blindfolded and she has two swords like this. The swords represent and it's the eclipse, you guys. It's literally the solar eclipse on the 14th. Look at this. That's literally what the sun looks like. It's the literal soul. I can't believe this. Like, this month, out of all the readings I've done, Capricorn, this month is so karmic for you guys. It's incredible. Okay. So we see the eclipse here around the 14th. The swords represent communication, right? It's a woman holding the two swords blindfolded. She cannot see clearly. The sun gets blotted out. She can't see her own value, her own light, her own capability because she's blindfolded. So what does she need to do in order to take the blindfold off? She has to drop one of the swords. That's the meaning in the upright. It's in the reverse. So twos are always a card of choice. It's a false choice that's been put before you, Capricorn. It's a false choice. And around the eclipse, you're going to either eclipse this energy out, this person, this doubt that they've planted in you, or you're going to allow it to continue to blind you moving forward, and it will then become incorporated and become part of your reality. Wow, this is such an important message. So it may seem like it may seem like, you could just ignore it, or you could just, yes, you have this little doubt in the back of your mind, but whatever, you're not going to let it affect you. You're just going to ignore it. You're going to persevere. You're going to endure. But the thing is, the karmic element of this, we had literally probably 10 major arcanas come out. It's hugely impactful. The karma of this is that if you allow this sword, if you allow this other person's doubt to be planted in your mind moving forward, it's going to taint. We already see how much it's affected you, right? You are sitting at the height of your opulence, of your power. And one little seed that this person planted, I have a feeling it's someone very close in your life that you actually love, and they may not even mean it consciously, but again, it's coming up as a karmic lesson. So you have some tie with this person, and it's very destined that you go through this choice right now, this energy right now. And it doesn't, so there's two things going on. Number one, do you have the faith to move forward in faith, even though you have all this opulence, even though you have everything? Are you going to listen to your intuition, listen to universe, God, telling you it's time to spread your wings, it's time to start this new chapter, when it would be so much easier to just stay where you are and eat grapes all day and buy purses and play with your animals and live this, beautiful, luxurious life. It would be so much easier to do that. But no, universe is calling you forward. and you're wondering, if I take this leap, is everything that I've worked for going to remain? It's up to you, but this person has planted doubt, and this doubt that they've given you is a false choice. It's not even a choice, because why? Because it's not your energy. This doubt that they've planted, it's not even in you. You've created all this bounty. You've created all this beauty. You don't have any doubts. You know, you hear God telling you to take the next step. You know, it's crystal clear for you. They're the one telling you, oh, maybe it's too risky. Maybe you're dreaming too big, all of that. So it's this false choice. And there will be a moment around the eclipse where you have a choice. Your sun, your light, your inner light gets blotted out. This belief right here, this value, this belief that's been your guiding light, it gets blotted out for a minute by your emotions, by the moon, right? What is the moon? Your emotions, by your doubt. So that's why it's important to not make an emotional decision. And yes, the high priestess is the moon, but the high priestess is more than that. She is the small voice within. So sometimes your emotions can make you feel a certain way or blind you to the truth of what the high priestess is trying to tell you. So this karmic lesson is about deciphering between your own light, your own knowing, your own strength, your intuition. You know, what is your power? What is your energy? And what is other people's? And what choice do you make moving forward? Because in reality, everything's good. There is no choice. You're just sitting here, you know, patient, happy as a clam, waiting. You know, you've got this new journey you want to take, and you know that God supports you because God gave it to you. He gave you that intuition. He gave you that idea. You're fine. And you're okay. Even with this hangman, you're okay if things get uncomfortable. That's fine, because you know there's a higher purpose to it all. It's this other person from your past who's put this idea of doubt into you. So that's why it's a false choice. It's not really a choice. You're right all the way along, but you have to choose to ignore what they say. You have to choose to prioritize your own intuition and yourself above any opinion that they have. Okay? Super, super powerful message for you, Capricorn. I did not expect that. Remember in the beginning when I said about the like whack-a-mole? So it's almost like somebody trying to like knock you down, and you just keep dodging them. You just keep, and they might even be upset about it. But regardless, the lesson is to learn to decipher what is your energy and what is the energy of others. And don't allow somebody to present you with a false choice. You do not have to play that game. You're the emperor. You do not have to entertain the jokers. Okay? In fact, they're there to entertain you. In fact, you employ them to entertain you. Okay, and we got the hawk. I love this deck, the Animal Oracle. Ooh, you guys. Okay, this is why I freaking love this deck. So I want to take a moment before I read it and just give you my initial impressions. So number one, hawks are very, like the deer, they're incredibly observant. They're an air animal, so air is communication. You see the red and the orange and the yellow. This is, these are your bottom chakras. So this is willpower, this is inner strength, and creation energy. Okay, so watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has had its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant at the time, it will eventually redirect your course. Wow. The hawk sees everything. It sees the jokers here trying to intervene, trying to get a piece, trying to interject into your energy. A message from the divine to start this new chapter. You already know, Capricorn. You are so abundant right now. You are so beautiful right now. Do not let somebody get in your ear and make you doubt. You hear straight from the source. You don't need anybody else redirecting your energy. You're this right now because you did this, because you worked hard. And everybody's seeing it. Everybody's noticing it. So don't let one person or people get in your ear and try to change your mind. Because guess what? You get your directions from up above. Okay? I love you guys so much. Please share. Please like. Please subscribe. If you enjoyed the reading, you can also donate. Super helpful. If you'd like a free healing, I'm more than happy to offer that to you. My email is down below. You can check that out. If you'd like to purchase a private reading or healing aside from the beta trial, my website's down below. I love you guys, and I'm so excited for you moving forward. October is going to be amazing for you. Just please stay true to yourself coming up towards the 14th, and just know that you're going to be tested, but by the end of the month, you're going to start to see wonderful outcomes from this new choice that you're making. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you next month.